イライラする。なんで私たちばっかりこんな目に。欲しけりゃくれてやるわよ、こんなにせやるって何？
いや、誤解っす。
デカパイがなんだって？
いや、心配の
反撃開始よ。
それ以上近づいてみればお前らなんて。
はい、これで終わり。
You unexpectedly gained the ability to stop time one day. What would you do with it? Would you become a superhero to uphold justice, or would you unleash your darkest desires in a world without moral constraints? Juri Yukawa, a 22-year-old recent college graduate who dreams of finding a steady job in the city, runs through the front door, her spirit crushed by another failed job interview, the 19th one in a row. She bears the weight of her family's bleak financial situation, her thoughts consumed by their seemingly impossible challenges. As the day progresses, a sinister turn of events unfolds, casting an even darker shadow over the Yukawa family. Men affiliated with the Genuine Love Society carry out a daring abduction of Juri's younger brother Tsubasa and her beloved nephew Makoto. The world around Juri is shattering into fragments as she receives a disturbing phone call, the kidnappers issuing an ultimatum that pierces her soul. Within 30 minutes, they demand a ransom of 5 million yen, threatening Tsubasa and Makoto's lives if their demands are not met. Juri is consumed by desperation as she desperately searches for a way to collect the exorbitant sum in such a short amount of time. Time slips through her fingers, leaving her paralyzed with a sense of helplessness. The realization sets in that she will not be able to raise the funds in time to save her brother and nephew from an unthinkable fate. A ray of hope appears from an unexpected source in this desperate situation. Juri's grandfather created a special stone, an artifact with the power to freeze time while allowing a select few to move freely within the suspended world known as Stasis. Hiroshi, Juri's grandfather, invoked the ancient enchantment in the mystical stone, his solemn resolve etched on his weathered face. A surge of energy radiated from the artifact, enveloping the surroundings in an eerie stillness as his hands trembled slightly. Time seemed to pause, and the world became a frozen tableau. Hiroshi, Juri, and her father, Takafumi, found themselves free of the temporal constraints that bound them in this timeless realm. Their bodies existed as living entities in a world held hostage by an otherworldly suspension. A profound silence fell over the scene, as if the very fabric of reality was holding its breath. Juri's heart swelled with a mixture of trepidation and determination. She knew that within this ethereal plane, they had a one-of-a-kind opportunity to save her brother Tsubasa and her adored nephew Makoto. They were no longer constrained by the limitations of time in the physical world. In this frozen state, they have the potential to be change agents, beacons of movement in the midst of a static tableau. Juri, Hiroshi, and Takafumi set out on a perilous journey through the ethereal realm of Stasis with unwavering determination in their eyes. Each step they took was imbued with an unwavering desire to defy fate and reassemble their shattered family. They ventured into the unknown, navigating a surreal landscape where nature's laws appeared distorted and the boundaries of possibility blurred. Juri's family encountered surreal obstacles and challenges while traversing the ethereal realm, mirroring their inner struggles. They were confronted with towering mountains of frozen emotion, which symbolized their fear and doubt. They traversed perilous valleys of uncertainty, their resolve tested at every turn. But they persisted, drawing strength from their shared love and the unbreakable bond that held them together. Guided by their unwavering determination, they unraveled the secrets of this mystical realm, unlocking hidden paths and long-forgotten knowledge. They discovered that within the stillness of Stasis lay an untapped well of strength and resilience. Each step forward echoed the strength of their love, their unwavering belief that family bonds could transcend the very fabric of reality. They had no control over time. They pushed forward, fueled by an indomitable spirit that refused to be shackled by the frozen world around them. Their movements gained momentum, and the resolve grew stronger by the minute. The stillness around them began to break as they neared the end of their journey. The fabric of the frozen tableau trembled, quivering under the weight of their resolve. A crack appeared, and light seeped through, signaling the return of motion to the stagnant realm. Juri, Hiroshi, and Takafumi shattered the confines of Stasis, breaking the boundaries of frozen time. As the ethereal realm crumbled around them, they emerged into the world, their bodies infused with newfound purpose. Their reunion with Tsubasa and Makoto was nothing less than miraculous. Family bonds transcended time and space as love triumphed over the evil forces that sought to tear them apart. Juri embraced her brother and nephew, tears streaming down her cheeks as they realized the power they possessed to overcome even the most impossible odds. The Yukawa family emerged from the realm of Stasis, forever changed. Their journey had taught them the value of unwavering love, boundless determination, and the strength that resided within their collective spirit. They ventured forth together, their hearts brimming with a mixture of trepidation and unwavering love as they sought to unravel the mysteries that lay before them and reclaim the lives that had been unjustly stolen. The Yukawa's family's path was forged in the stillness of Stasis, teetering on the edge of hope and despair as they faced a formidable foe and the limits of their own resilience. The cult member who had dared to threaten the defenseless Makoto met a dreadful end as the terrifying figure known only as the Handler unleashed a swift and lethal strike. The air was filled with fear and awe as those present witnessed the enigmatic individual's sheer power and ruthless efficiency. The lifeless body crumpled to the ground, a stark reminder of the danger looming over them. Juri, Tsubasa, and Hiroshi stood motionless, their eyes wide with horror and gratitude. The handler's unexpected intervention had saved Makoto from an impending disaster, but the chilling display of violence sent shivers down their spines. They had clearly entered a world far more treacherous and sinister than they had anticipated. The handler turned their attention to Juri and her family with an imposing presence that seemed to exude menace and authority. The air became thick with anticipation as the masked figure surveyed them, their unreadable expression revealing no hint of their intentions. Silence hung in the air, only broken by the faint sounds of their surroundings. Juri's heart raced, her mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. Fear and gratitude mingled within her as she questioned the handler's true motivations. Nonetheless, there was an undeniable sense of relief that their paths had crossed, because they had just witnessed the handler's formidable abilities firsthand. As the tension reached its peak, the handler finally spoke, their voice a low, commanding tone that sent shivers down Juri's spine. "You are not safe here," they said, their words resonating with an unspoken warning. "There are forces at work far greater than you can comprehend," Juri said, despite feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of the situation. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice trembling with curiosity and apprehension. As they replied, the handler's gaze seemed to penetrate her soul, their voice carrying a mysterious air. "Names are insignificant in the face of the darkness we now face," they stated cryptically. "But you can call me the Handler," they replied, adding to the mystery surrounding this enigmatic figure. Clearly, the handler possessed knowledge and abilities far beyond the norm. Juri couldn't help but wonder if they could be the key to solving the mysteries that had plagued her family, the cult, and the genuine love society. The handler motioned for Juri and her family to follow with equal parts invitation and command gesture. They took a step forward, uncertain but compelled by an unyielding need to protect their loved ones, venturing deeper into the unknown alongside the handler. The road ahead was dangerous, with danger lurking around every corner. But Juri and her family had started a new chapter in their harrowing journey, one that was intertwined with the enigmatic figure known as the Handler. They braced themselves for the dark and treacherous road that lay ahead, their fates now bound to the unpredictable whims of this mysterious and formidable ally. Grandfather used his incredible teleportation powers to whisk himself and Juri away from the immediate danger. Their bodies dissolved into shimmering particles, traversing the fabric of reality itself to emerge in a safe place. The victory, however, came at a cost, as Takafumi, Juri's father, was captured by their enemies and his fate is now unknown. Meanwhile, under the command of the formidable Shoko Majima, the cultists were given explicit orders to capture Grandfather at any cost. The urgency of their mission was palpable as they hunted relentlessly, their dedication to their cause unwavering. Juri sighed in relief and considered her next move. She resolved to learn the art of teleportation in order to protect her loved ones and confront the dangers head-on. However, despite her best efforts and unwavering determination, Juri was unable to unlock this elusive ability, leaving her frustrated and disheartened. Grandfather made a bold decision, sensing the need for a new approach. Recognizing that the answers they sought lay within the enigmatic confines of the time freeze, he resolved to return to the hideout to delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the movement of those in stasis. Grandfather set out on a perilous journey, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Juri, realizing the significance of the stone with the power to stop time, made her way home to retrieve it. With a sense of purpose burning within her, she knew that the stone was more than just an object, but a key to unlocking their potential and unraveling the secrets that had engulfed their lives. Juri and Grandfather ventured forth, separated by their missions, each facing trials and tribulations. The path ahead was uncertain and dangerous, but their unwavering determination propelled them forward. As they set out on their individual quests, a shared hope burned brightly within their hearts, guiding them through the shadows and promising a future in which their family and the truth would be reunited once more. Juri's eyes fluttered open, and she felt a surge of determination course through her veins, electrifying every fiber of her being. Her recent encounter with the enigmatic handler and the realm of stasis had revealed a hidden power within her, a power that held the potential to counter the abilities of those who defied the laws of time. Juri rose to her feet, her gaze fixed and determined. She could feel the energy building within her, a force waiting to be unleashed. She knew she possessed the key to tipping the scales in their favor, to confront the forces threatening her family. Juri concentrated her energy, channeling it with an intensity she had never experienced before, drawing on her newfound understanding. She delved deeply into herself, exploring the depths of her existence. And there it was, a dormant power just waiting to be discovered. A profound transformation overcame her as she called forth her hidden gift. The air around her was charged with excitement as she prepared to reveal her extraordinary ability. Her resolve grew stronger with each passing second, and her purpose became clearer. Juri's power manifested in a burst of brilliance, a power capable of freezing the movements of those who could move within the realm of stasis. It was a power beyond comprehension, born of the expulsion of her specter, a mysterious lifeform intricately linked to her own existence. As her specter appeared, a shimmering entity danced in the air beside her, its ethereal presence instilling her with newfound strength. Together, they became an unstoppable force, two halves of a whole united in purpose. Juri's newfound ability provided her with a formidable defense against those who wished to harm her family. She had become a force to be reckoned with, a guardian capable of challenging the very nature of time itself. Juri surveyed her surroundings with a steely stare. She could sense the impending conflict, the clash of forces that would determine the fate of those she cared about. But now, armed with her latent power, she was ready to face the challenges head-on. Her confidence radiated as she took a step forward, her determination unwavering. She knew her journey was far from over and that more difficulties awaited her. But armed with her specter and her newfound power, Juri was ready to face whatever challenges awaited her. Her family's safety and their bonds fueled her every step. She embraced her role as protector, ready to defy the odds, confront the enigmatic forces that threatened her loved ones, and bring them back together. Juri's journey had taken an unexpected turn, revealing a power within her that surpassed her wildest dreams. And with her specter by her side, she would carve her own path, reshaping the fate that awaited her and those she cared about. Juri unleashes a torrent of energy in a daring display of her newfound power, stopping the cultists dead in their tracks. Their bodies became statues, frozen in time and deprived of the ability to move. Juri reclaims the stone with precision and grace, recognizing its significance in their fight against the dark forces that seek to control it. Juri, buoyed by her victory, makes her escape right away. She makes her way through the chaos, avoiding Majima's men who are on her tail. Juri uses her newfound ability to outmaneuver her pursuers, freezing their movements with her spectral power whenever they draw near. A chilling presence emerges among the chaos, a handler, a terrifying creature born from the shadows. Its goal is clear, as it quickly eliminates a cultist who is about to commit a heinous act. The handler's loyalty lies in the preservation of order, even if it means disposing of those who have deviated from their path. Meanwhile, Shoko Majima, the cultist's enigmatic leader, watches the events unfold with fury and determination. She recognizes the threat Juri poses to their plans and directs her men to capture Juri alive at all costs. Majima recognizes that Juri's power holds the key to reshaping their fate, and she will go to any length to ensure that power falls under her control. As the stakes rise, Juri remains steadfast, using her newfound ability to navigate a perilous path. Her escape turns into a cat-and-mouse game with Majima's forces closing in from all sides. Juri's determination to protect herself and the stone, her source of power and hope, fuels her every step. Juri and Majima are locked in a deadly dance between power, betrayal, and survival, and their fates are intertwined. As the shadows deepen and the danger grows, Juri's resilience and resourcefulness will be put to the test, forcing her to confront her inner demons and discover the true extent of her abilities. Grandfather and Juri strike first, intercepting the cult member who threatens their mission. Juri channels her energy and expels her specter with pinpoint accuracy, bringing the cultist to a halt. He stands frozen, trapped in a suspended state, unable to carry out his malicious intentions. As the dust settled, there was a heavy silence in the air, broken only by faint echoes of recent turmoil. Grandfather's weathered face bore the weight of both present danger and a distant memory as his mind wandered back to a fateful encounter from his past, etched deep within his consciousness. 17 years ago, the world witnessed the emergence of Juri's extraordinary ability. The ability to stop the movements of others. It was a power with immense potential, but also inherent danger. Grandfather vividly remembered the pivotal moment when Juri, in a moment of peril, had inadvertently unleashed this power upon him, nearly paralyzing him. The memory served as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between Juri's gift and the potential harm it could inflict. He looked at Juri with a mix of pride and concern in his eyes. He knew her power, now honed and controlled, could be their only hope in this desperate situation. But he also recognized the inherent dangers and enormous responsibility that came with such a rare gift. However, their respite was short-lived, as the sound of approaching footsteps shattered the fragile peace. More cultists descended on them, driven by unwavering devotion to Shoko Majima and the twisted ideals of the Genuine Love Society. Grandfather's heart sank as he realized the magnitude of the task ahead of them. They were surrounded and trapped in a seemingly hopeless situation. With no means of teleportation available, their options seemed limited. Grandfather's eyes narrowed, a spark of determination igniting within him. He knew that surrender was not an option. They had to outwit and outlast their relentless pursuers. In the face of imminent danger, Grandfather's mind raced, scanning the surroundings for any possible advantage. He cast a glance at Juri, their gazes briefly meeting, an unspoken understanding passing between them. They had faced adversity before and emerged stronger. This would not be any different. Grandfather signaled to Juri with a quick movement, indicating a plan that had formed in his mind. It was a plan that relied on their unwavering trust in one another. They would fight together, relying on Juri's power and their combined strength to turn the tide in their favor. Juri and Grandfather braced themselves for the impending clash as the cultists closed in, their faces twisted with zealous determination. The air was tense with the anticipation of a battle that would determine their own survival and the fate of those they cared about. Grandfather's voice cut through the silence, laced with steely resolve.
"We stand together, Juri,"
he said quietly and confidently.
"Remember your power, but also your responsibility."
Juri nodded, her face intent and determined. The memories of her past, the lessons she'd learned, surged within her. She was aware of the dangers, but she also realized that her power could be used for good, to protect those she cared about. Juri and Grandfather faced their enemies with a common understanding. The battle that followed would put them to the test, pushing them to the limits of their strength and resourcefulness. But they would face this challenge head-on, defying the odds and seeking a way to triumph. Grandfather and Juri were a formidable force at the time, surrounded by the cultists' sincere devotion. Their determination burned brightly, fueling their every move as they fought with tenacity born of love, unity, and the unyielding spirit of the Yukawa family. Despite this, Juri's resolve remained unwavering. With a deep breath, she drew on the wellspring of her powers once more, her spectral energy pulsing with raw intensity. The air around her shook with anticipation as she focused on the approaching cultists. their malicious intent visible on their faces. Juri summoned her latent power and directed her spectral energy at the oncoming assailants. A surge of ethereal brilliance erupted from her, weaving through the air like tendrils of light. The energy engulfed the cultists, wrapping itself around them in an otherworldly embrace. The cultists were frozen in time, their bodies suspended in mid-motion one by one. Their once vigorous movements came to a halt abruptly, as if caught in a spellbinding tableau. They stood like lifeless statues, their faces etched with shock and confusion, their threats instantly neutralized. The scene in front of them was surreal, a frozen moment in time where the relentless zealots had been rendered powerless by Juri's spectral energy. Their weapons and twisted ideologies had no hold on her anymore. She had mastered her gift, honed it to perfection, and wielded it with precision and purpose. Juri's heart swelled with a mixture of relief and determination. She had tapped into the core of her being and released a power that exceeded her previous limits. She'd become a force to be reckoned with, capable of turning the tide in their favor. Juri took a bold step forward, her steps echoing with assurance. She moved among the frozen cultists, studying each face, each pose frozen in time. While the threat they posed had been neutralized for the time being, she realized that this was only a temporary reprieve. Others, more formidable adversaries, waited in the shadows. But for the time being, she relished the small victory, knowing she had saved her family and herself from harm. Her spectral energy continued to emanate, a constant reminder of the power she now possessed, power that held the potential to shape their destiny and challenge the forces that sought to tear them apart. Juri's resolve strengthened with each passing moment. She would not back down in the face of adversity. She would continue to harness her abilities, explore the depths of her abilities, and face the challenges ahead with unwavering determination. Juri moved forward, leaving the frozen cultist behind with a renewed sense of purpose. The battle was far from over, and the road ahead would be perilous. But, armed with her spectral energy and an unyielding spirit, she was ready to face whatever lay ahead, forging her own path and reclaiming the shattered fragments of her family's lives. Through the strength of her extraordinary ability, Juri single-handedly turned the tide of the pursuit. The frozen cultists surrounding them served as a stark reminder of her immense power, inspiring both awe and fear in those who witnessed her unique talent. The once vigilant assailants now stood as silent sentinels, their menacing presence neutralized by Juri's spectral energy. As the immediate danger passed, Juri and Grandfather took advantage of the opportunity to regroup and strategize. They were well aware that their journey was far from over, that the relentless pursuit of the genuine love society loomed over them like a shadow. Nonetheless, with Juri's extraordinary strength and her grandfather's seasoned wisdom, they faced the challenges ahead with renewed vigor. Standing among the motionless cultists, Juri and Grandfather exchanged a brief glance, their eyes conveying a mixture of relief and apprehension. They were aware that this reprieve was only temporary and that more formidable opponents awaited them in the shadows. They, however, were unfazed. They would forge ahead together, driven by a common goal and an unwavering resolve. Grandfather's voice broke the silence, his words laced with quiet strength. "We must press on, Juri," he said, his voice steely with determination. "The pursuit will not waver, but neither will our resolve. We will uncover the truth behind the genuine love society at any cost." Juri nodded, her gaze focused and determined. She'd seen the extent of her power and the awe it inspired in others, but she also recognized the weight of responsibility that came with it. She knew she could stand up to the forces that threatened her family and everything they held dear. Juri and Grandfather set out again with a shared goal and a renewed sense of purpose. They moved through the motionless cultists, their steps deliberate and cautious. The frozen figures served as a stark reminder of the perilous journey they were embarking on, a reminder that the genuine love society was watching their every move. Juri's extraordinary power continued to radiate as they moved forward, a constant reminder of the strength she possessed. It was a power with the potential to change the course of their destiny, to reveal the mystery surrounding the cult and their sinister agenda. Juri and Grandfather became more determined with each passing second. They would not waver in the face of adversity. They would use every resource at their disposal, relying on their collective strength and unwavering determination to expose the truth and free their family from the clutches of the genuine love society. The road ahead remained perilous as they set out on their daring quest, but Juri's extraordinary talent and Grandfather's wisdom became their guiding lights, illuminating the path they would take. Together, they would uncover the secrets hidden in the shadows, bringing them closer to the ultimate confrontation that would determine the fate of their family and the world they lived in. Juri's heartbeat quickened as she and grandfather set their sights on their next destination. Her unwavering resolve grew stronger with each passing moment. She'd seen the immense power of her ability to stop time, and she knew it could tip the scales in their favor. Juri got closer to discovering the secrets of her untapped potential with every frozen cultist they left behind. She recognized that her gift was both a defense mechanism and a tool for uncovering the truths veiled by the enigmatic Genuine Love Society. It was the key to unlocking the greater mysteries lurking in the shadows. Each motionless scene in front of her became a canvas on which Juri painted her determination. Her mind raced with possibilities as she moved through the paused moments. What other facets of her power lay dormant, waiting to be reawakened? How could she use her spectral energy to delve deeper into the heart of the cult's operations? Juri began to test the limits of her abilities, guided by an insatiable curiosity. She pushed the limits of her power, honing her command over the spectral energy coursing through her veins. She delved into ancient texts and sought the wisdom of those who had traveled similar paths before her. Her confidence grew with each victory. The once overpowering weight of the Genuine Love Society's influence began to feel more manageable. Juri realized that her power was more than just a means to protect her family, but also a means to undermine the cult's control. The journey ahead was perilous, and the Genuine Love Society would stop at nothing to keep their secrets safe. But Juri welcomed the challenges that lay ahead. Every frozen moment served as a stepping stone, a testament to her unwavering determination to peel back the layers of darkness and expose the truth. She knew that there were still formidable opponents to face, mysteries to solve, and sacrifices to be made. Juri, on the other hand, became more determined with each frozen tableau. She had seen the extent of her potential, and it fueled her never-ending pursuit of justice. As they descended deeper into the web of the Genuine Love Society, Juri's power became a beacon of hope, illuminating the path they took. Her unique ability to stop time was more than just a gift. It was a catalyst for change, an embodiment of her untapped potential. Juri got closer to discovering the truth about the cult's plans and herself with each frozen moment. She discovered strength she didn't know she possessed, and her spirit grew brighter with each revelation. The mysteries that awaited them in the shadows of the Genuine Love Society were formidable, but Juri and grandfather were unafraid. They forged ahead, armed with Juri's extraordinary ability and the unyielding spirit that ran in their blood. Juri's resolve shone like a guiding star as they ventured deeper into the unknown. She was determined to find out the truth, to expose the secrets that threatened her family and countless others. Juri's journey had only just begun, with her untapped potential and the mysteries of the Genuine Love Society waiting to be unveiled. And with each frozen moment, she moved closer to the ultimate revelation that would shape her destiny and the fate of all those caught in the web of the cult's sinister influence. Shoko Majima and her family were engulfed in the enigmatic realm of Stasis, a frozen world where time had stopped flowing 17 years ago. In this strange state, they gained the ability to move, becoming handlers, beings capable of defying time's laws. Majima's brother and parents embraced their newfound abilities, adjusting to their enhanced existence. However, Shoko's encounter with Juri proved to be a watershed moment in her life, forever changing the course of her life. Juri's gaze locked with Shoko's as realization dawned on her, in a fateful moment that would forever alter the course of their intertwined destinies. She recognized Shoko's impending transformation, the irreversible fate of becoming a handler, a puppet in the twisted machinations of the Genuine Love Society. Juri summoned every ounce of her unique ability and directed it at Shoko. She expelled the specters, the mysterious life forms that gave Stasis the ability to move. The specters vanished into the ether, cutting the link between Shoko and the cult's evil influence. Shoko's eyes widened with surprise as the specters were expelled from her body. She stood there in awe, unable to comprehend Juri's selfless act of salvation. A wave of gratitude and confusion washed over her as she realized her fate had become inextricably linked with Juri's extraordinary gift. The moment they lingered, suspended in time, as the significance of their connection dawned on them. Juri's compassion had not only saved Shoko from a dark fate, but had also formed a bond that transcended the boundaries of their roles as savior and saved. Their paths had become inextricably linked, intertwined in a tapestry of shared power and intertwined fates. As the realization sunk in, a newfound sense of purpose stirred within Shoko's heart. She'd been given a second chance after being released from the clutches of the Genuine Love Society. And now, with her own destiny intertwined with Juri's extraordinary gift, she felt a steadfast determination to stand by Juri's side and fight against the forces that sought to control and manipulate. Their bond became a source of strength, a symbiotic connection rooted in the shared experience of the supernatural. Juri's extraordinary abilities had saved Shoko from a fate far worse than death, but Shoko's presence would become a source of support and guidance for Juri in the battles that lay ahead. Juri and Shoko would navigate the treacherous path together, their intertwined fates propelling them forward. They would expose the truth hidden within their Genuine Love Society's darkest corners and put an end to the cult's reign of manipulation and despair. Juri and Shoko carried the weight of their connection within them as they embarked on their shared journey, a connection born of a fleeting moment of salvation that had left an indelible mark on both their hearts. It was a bond that would see them through the trials ahead, empowering them to face the challenges with unwavering resolve. Juri and Shoko forged ahead, united by their extraordinary abilities and bound by an unbreakable bond, ready to confront the darkness that threatened their world. The path ahead of them was uncertain, but with their intertwined fates and unwavering determination, they were prepared to unravel the mysteries that awaited them and shape their own futures. Shoko was haunted by the loss of her family, who had fully embraced their handler abilities and become distant echoes of their former self. She found solace in the Genuine Love Society, a cult that promised the restoration of her loved ones. Her desperation fueled her determination, leading her to join the cult in search of Juri, hoping that the young woman's power could once again rescue her family from the abyss of Stasis. Returning to the present, Juri and grandfather arrive at the Genuine Love Society's secretive hideout, their presence casting a palpable sense of unease. The room is tense with anticipation as Juri, who is aware of Shoko's cult affiliation, prepares to reveal her formidable power. Juri focuses her ability with a determined gaze, channeling her inner strength and unleashing her specter in a radiant display of raw energy. Majima finds herself caught in a tumultuous whirlwind of conflicting emotions as she witnesses this awe-inspiring manifestation of power, hope, fear, and a desperate longing to reclaim what was lost. The room trembles with the weight of the moment as Juri's power fills the space, serving as a stark reminder of the bonds that bind Shoko to Juri and the untapped potential within her. In this extraordinary encounter, the clash of forces and the convergence of destinies, the course of their intertwined lives hang precariously in the balance. As the echoes of Juri's power reverberate through the hideout, Majima finds herself at a crossroads, torn between her loyalty to the Genuine Love Society and her desire to reunite with her family. The decision she makes at this crucial juncture will shape not only her own destiny, but also the fates of those she cares about. When faced with uncertainty, the room falls silent, each breath pregnant with possibility. Majima's gaze lingers on Juri, her eyes filled with gratitude, determination, and an unwavering resolve to uncover the truth, resurrect her family, and solve the mystery of Stasis. But did she manage to resurrect her family? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned for more recaps, and see you in the next one.